Recap in minutes. We will be going through an action, adventure, and sci-fi movie from 2020 named Assassin 33 AD. There will be spoilers ahead in today's video, so chill out and enjoy. The movie begins showing the year of 33 AD, where some military men are on a mission. They engage with their 21st century weapons and start shooting at the locals with sticks. After injuring and killing them, a soldier comes to an injured bearded man and sits beside him. He asks him if he really is a son of God, he can stop these bullets. He kills him saying that he has taken his family. They were actually the assassins, who shot and killed the disciples and Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane. The movie comes in the present after 2,000 years, where a former military man named Brandt goes for a drive with his kids and wife. A narration starts telling that he was a war hero, and he single-handedly saved 15 hostages from an overrun embassy. And right after that, he retired and became a family man. Sometime later on the road, Brandt gets into a car accident that kills off his entire family in a flaming wreck, but miraculously, Brandt gets saved by the rescuers. In the next scene, we see a group of young scientists led by Ram Goldstein in Lab 19. Their lady scientist shows them news of their photon teleporter research to them. They appreciate her and get back to work. The next moment, Simon, one of their scientists, asks Ram to teleport his chair to check the progress of their work. Eventually, the chair explodes and blows up the lab. They get upset that their sponsor, Ahmed Akbar, will fire them. After some time he enters the lab facility and checks the card of Ram. He shows him a CCTV video of that room, where they were doing their experiments. They see that, before exploding, the chair moved to another panel. When they get surprised at the validity of the experiment, Ahmed says they have become their best team, as no other man in his lab facility has proven himself so much. He orders his men to seal this room exactly as it is. He takes them to his main facility room and shows them to work there from now onward. Ram and his team ask for a night out. Meanwhile, Brandt has lost faith in God following his family's death and degrades himself. After some time, Brandt goes to Ahmed, as he works as his head of security. He exclaims his sorrow for the loss of his wife and daughters. He advises him to take some more days off, but he declines, saying that the more he grieves, the more he gets angrier at God. He says his family died and he did nothing. Now Ahmed tells him that they all know about the secrecy of this machine project. Brandt asks for his team and leaves. In the next scene, we see Ram and Amy link the communication line with the outside. Soon they see the most wanted terrorist Rashad Amir on the live link. They see Ahmed talking to him about the developments on the transportation machine. They get shocked to know why Ahmed would work with terrorists, as his parents were killed by them. Amy tells him to call the FBI. He replies that they have to wait because when they find them, they will kill them. So just act as if nothing happened. The next moment, they come back to the experiment facility, where Ram restarts his tests. He hits a plan in his mind and asks everyone to leave the room. Now he puts the ball on the transportation pads to see any change. Sometime later, he lures the cameraman to capture him, as he intentionally drops an eraser on the pad and picks it up in a stealing way. The next moment they take him to Ahmed, who says he has succeeded in time traveling, so he will be rich and famous. He said he was here to transfer the matter, but he made the time traveling, so he does not owe him anything. Ahmed says he does not care, as he will go into the past and save his parents from the terrorists. Ram warns him saying that if he changes history in the slightest way, he and Ahmed might not even exist. He argues with him saying that what if he could kill Hitler before he came to power? When Ahmed cannot satisfy him, he orders his men to take him to the confinement room. Sometime later, Ahmed calls Brandt and tells him that they have a problem with Ram, who is under contract with them. Anything he creates is their property, and he gets success at a project, but he destroyed the codes and erased the data. He asks him to make him talk. The next moment, they go and stop Ram's fellows. Ahmed tells him that they need to hand over their phones, and do not need to talk to anyone outside of this facility. And they will not until they give them permission. Amy asks him where Ram is. He tells her that he is working with the top military officials on a very classified mission and he is perfectly safe. Now the scene shifts to Ram being beaten by Brandt. Ahmed comes to them in the warehouse and asks him about any latest developments on the codes. Brandt says he did not say anything. Now, Ahmed shows his parents behind the glass window and says he is going to kill them, so he will go back to save them through the machine. Brandt whispers to him saying that he did not sign up to kill anyone's parents. Ahmed says it does not make any difference, because he will save him later with his invention. He orders him to leave the warehouse and go to the office. Meanwhile, he kills his father and asks him to tell him the codes, otherwise he will kill his mother too. Eventually, he kills her and shows him the surveillance of Amy. He tells him that they are going to peel her skin if he still remains silent. This time he agrees to them and they take him back to the experiment facility. After 3 days of programming, he gets success at his task to transfer the human body back in time. They test it on one of their employees and capture Ram again, who tries to go back too. Ahmed talks to Bran. As he is angry at the god, he says he should go back to 33 AD and see if he is real. The scene shifts to Felix, Simon, and Amy, who are spying on the lab to locate Ram. They see Einstein's pad working and rejoice in it, but worry to find Ram tied in the warehouse. Amy asks him to disable the locks and cameras, so they can reach him. In the next scene, when they reach him, he tells them that Ahmed killed his parents and he was going to torture them, so he agreed to build a time machine. Simon says they have already sent a team with Bran somewhere. He asks them to hurry to stop them. If they travel back, they alter history. The next moment, they reach the Garden of Gethsemane, and Bran orders them to kill the disciples and Jesus. After some time, they engage and kill all of the men there. Now Bran puts a retriever on Jesus' wrist and takes his corpse with him back. Amy wonders what Ram has developed on the pads. Ram asks Felix to open the rooms of the facility so that they can enter and Ram can go back to undo his invention. The next moment they go to the room and initiate the process to go to the last known coordinates. Ahmed's men try to enter to stop them, but due to the disabling of their access by Felix, they could not. Now, all of his teammates go to the Garden of Gethsemane, where Bran and his men killed Jesus and his disciples. Soon, they see Bran and his men killing the disciples. And Ram tells them that he got their plan, as they are here to kill Jesus to eliminate Christianity. Felix wonders why would Ahmed do that, because he is a Muslim and they respect Jesus. He replies that Ahmed can do anything because he is part of a terrorist organization. Ram proposes that he and Amy will go back to stop them from coming there, just 30 minutes before Bran's process to come there. Now they leave Felix and Simon and come back to the facility, and run to the supercomputer to reprogram the machine to transfer all out from the past. Sometime later, Amy was signaling to the camera to reset the time to 1:30 a.m., so that they would come to the facility room next time. Ahmed's guards broke the door and killed them. Because they were 30 minutes before the present, Amy and her teammates again see everything on the camera. They find Ram in the warehouse and reach to save him. They again go to the test room and initiate the process of transporting again. They reach the garden again and try to kill the men of Bran. Amy gets shot in the process and asks Ram to stop Bran from killing Jesus. He ties his shirt and pant around her wound, puts on his laboratory cloak, and goes to save Jesus. On the other hand, Simon finds Jesus and he explains to him to go to their camps from there, as some men will come to kill him. Jesus asks how he knows all of this. He replies that he is from the future. He asks him what else he knows about him in his future. He replies that his book, the Bible, is the most read book in the history of mankind, and he has millions of believers. Jesus praises to God and thanks Simon, saying that his words encouraged him. And he is ready to lay down his life for the sins of the world. This embarrasses Simon, who says that is not even close to what he said. Jesus said there is not any other way to escape. He says he will come back and leave. Back in the lab, an engineer disables Ram and Amy's retrievers. They get upset when they know they cannot go back. They eventually sleep there. In the morning, Bran and Sabir disguise themselves as the locals and plan to go to kill Jesus. They confront some local guards who disarm them and knock them out. One of the bystanders finds Bran's retriever and goes from there. Sometime later, Jesus is shown being beaten by the Romans and taken from the streets. Simon asks him to let him help him, while on the other side, Ram takes Amy to some villagers and asks for a doctor. They do not understand his language, but they get ready to help him. They ask him to take her to Jesus. He will heal her. The next moment, he takes her there and sees Sabir and Bran being crucified alongside Jesus. When Jesus forgives both of them, he yells at him saying that they shot Amy just to kill him. Why he is forgiving them, his forgiveness means nothing. He says she is going to die just because of him. Jesus replies he should forgive Bran to save Amy, but he refuses and leaves. In the streets, he finds Simon and takes them to a safer place. Back in the lab, Ahmed finds another retriever and asks his engineer to send him there. They send him and wait for Amy and Ram in Jesus' tomb. Meanwhile, Ram and Simon discuss what Jesus has told them about Bran and Sabir. He asks him how and why he has to forgive them just to save Amy. Simon advises him to accept what he said and do what he told him to. As soon as he says he forgives him, Amy wakes up. Both of them get shocked at this miracle. They tell him that Jesus died on the cross. She asks them to take her to his tomb so she can see the resurrection. The next morning is resurrection morning. They go outside his tomb. Jesus' body resurrects and they witness this phenomenon. Ahmed transports back to the lab with DNA samples. Ram and Simon go back to Amy and show him the gloves from the lab. Suddenly, The same bystanders come to them and show the retriever. They immediately put this on their wrists and go back to the present. Simon kills lab guards but gets shot somehow. Ram restarts the whole system and initiates the process from the past to undo everything. He asks Simon to destroy systems when he goes out. In the next scene, he goes into the past again to save his parents. But Ahmed sends his men too to follow him. As the system has been destroyed, the men also evaporate back to the present. Sometime later, Ram is tied up in the warehouse, while the other Ram from the future comes there and kills the kidnappers of his parents. He saves them and goes after Ahmed. Eventually, he confronts Bran, who says he just lost his wife and kids, so he has nothing to do with his life. Ram forgives him, which impresses Bran. Suddenly, Ahmed appears behind the desk and shoots Ram and his father. Now, Bran kills all of his bodyguards. Ahmed shoots him back and warns Ram of killing his mother if he will not tell him the codes. When he does not tell him, he tries to kill her. He pulls out his dagger and stabs it in his back. He tells him that he will only be dead this time in the continuum. After some time, the police come there and seize the property of the lab. The movie forwards 3 months, when we see Ram had designed another time machine along with his teammates in his basement. He transports himself to the point of the road where Bran was going to have an accident. He miraculously appears there, making them stop at the crossroad. The movie ends when the family comes out of the car and looks for the man. They guessed it as an angel and thanked God. Thanks for watching. Subscribe recap in minutes for more videos like this, and help the channel grow.